Hey everyone, and you're welcome to this ICT virtual class. Today is Wednesday, 29th July 2020, and the last time we met, we looked at how to select the text. Okay, so today we'll be looking at formatting text. All right, my name is Olusegun Adebanjo, your ICT instructor at HIF and King Nursery and Primary School, Owode Besheni Ikorodu, and I have about 3 learning objectives for you today. The first one, you say to yourself, at the end of this lesson, I should be able to tell the basic meaning of formatting, understand the following terms: font size, font color, font style. Then the last learning objective, you should be able to format text. All right, so these are not difficult things to do, so you will see as we continue in the learning of today. All right, the learning aid here, if you don't know, we have different tabs. As we have the home tab, we have the insert tab. As you can see here, home tab, insert tab, page layout, references, mailings, review, and view. For each of these tabs, once you click on it, there are different groups. Like for instance, this home tab now, once you click on home tab under Microsoft window now, you will see different groups. The first group here is clipboard group, and for each group there are different commands, different tools to use, being separated by that line in form of box. Now for this clipboard group now, you can see paste, that's copy, paste, and all that. Then you have the format painter, something like a brush to paint. Okay, you can see one like scissors, that's to cut. You can see one with double-edged, that's for to copy text. Then you can see that paste showing. So if you click on the small arrow, there are different things that will show up there. So those are commands for each group. This is clipboard group, and those are the commands within the group. Okay, the next group here is font group. For this font group, there are different things to use here. Like where you have the calibre now, that's what we call font style or font face. Next by it is font size, where you have the 16. Then you can see that big A and small a. The big A is for you to increase the size of your text. Then the small a is for you to bring the size of your text down, apart from using the numbers. Okay, now the bold, you have bold to bold your text, interlinks to interlice text, then to underline, then one is to strike through. Then if you want to write something like H down 2, you use that. X raised to power 2, you use that, or maybe A raised to power 2, maybe something raised to power. So that's the 2 you use. The other one is also useful. You can see the one with color, you can see the text with color red. All of them, they are commands within the group. Okay, under this paragraph group now, you can see different commands there also. So for each tab, there are different groups. For each group, there are different commands. So the arrow is pointing to the font group. Okay, and for under the font group, you can see font size, you can see font color, and you can see font style. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to explain to you there. All right, I hope you understand. Okay, so moving on now to the context. The content here, let me read the content to you. Formatting text now. Formatting means changing the font style. Formatting means changing the font size, style, and color of the text. We can format a document by using different commands in the font group. Before formatting, you must select the text that you wish to format. Okay, so if you want to apply any form of format to any text, select the text first. Then whatever you do, you see the changes on the text. Okay, so I've shown you the font group having the different commands. Okay, now what's font style, font size all about? This is the size of letters in any given text. Font color, it is the color of letters in any given text. Font style, this is the appearance of letters in a given text. Okay, and to select the text, follow the given steps. Place the cursor before the first letter of the word or sentence. Then the second one, hold down the shift key and press the right arrow key. There are 4 different arrow keys, so up, down, right, left. You know all of that, so I don't have to explain that to you. You know where you can find your shift key. So till the required portion of the text is selected, so note the selected text is highlighted to show the text, selected text. Okay, so once it's highlighted, it shows that the text is selected. All right, now let's move on to the practical session now. The first one here, how to change the font style of the text. What do we do to change the font style of any given text? And we have the solution here. Font style, as I explained to you, is the appearance of the letters in the text. To change the font style of the text, follow these given steps. First one, select the text to change its font style, as you can see. Okay, and the second one, click the Home tab. I showed that to you earlier. Then the third step, click on the drop down list arrow in the font group. You can see the font style where I showed you, where you have the calibre now. So a drop down list of fonts will appear. That's if you click on the arrow by the calibre, you see this drop down. So any kind of style you want for your text, choose there. As you choose each one, you see the changes to your text. Okay, so until you have the one, but I think by default is calibre that pop up once you open your Microsoft window, so you can change that to any other one. So what's another step here? Another step here is I choose the desired font style and click on it. Okay, now the size, no, that's the end of that one. So that's for the font style. So once you click on it, you see the changes, and if you are not okay with it, so you can go back and follow the same steps. Okay, so now moving on, how to change the font style, the font size. Now we've looked at the font style, so the font size now, what are the steps? Let's look at what's the meaning of font size. Though I've explained that to you under your content. The size of letters in the text is called font size. It can be increased or decreased, as I showed that to you also within the group, that the font group. Now there are commands, so you can choose one to increase the text, you can the size of the text. You can choose another one to make it go down, as in decreased. Okay, so to change the text and the font size, follow these given steps. The first step, select the text to change its font size. Okay, the second one, click the Home tab. You know where to find that. The third one, click on the drop down list arrow on the font size button in the font group. You know where, that's where you have what was written then, I think 16. Okay, so that's the size. So once you click here, you see different numbers, so how bigger you want it or how smaller. So if you want it very big, you can choose 72, you can choose 36, you can choose 24. You have different numbers there, so just choose one. As you choose, you see the size apply to your text. So whichever one you want, you leave it as you want it. Okay, I think the fourth step now, which is the last one, is that you choose the desired font size and click on it. So the third one, which is the last one for this practical session, is how to change the font color. I'm sure you all love colors. I think we've done something like this in the school, and you fell in love with it. So you can give different colors to the text. To change the font color, follow these given steps. Select the text. Okay, then click the Home tab. You know where to locate that. Click the drop down list arrow on the font color. You can see different colors now. Color button in the font group. A color palette appears on the window. That's the color palette there. You have red, blue, different sets of color. Okay, so choose the color and click on it, so you see it apply to your text. Okay, there are other things that can be done, talking about making your text bold, underline your text, and italize your text. You can underline, you can italize, you can make it bold. So all of that you know how to do, but this one is just telling us that's under must know. Now you may also select options of the bold, underline, and italic by pressing the following buttons. That's telling us about the shortcut. Now if your text is selected, if you press Ctrl+B, that will make your text bold. If you press Ctrl plus letter U, that will underline your text. If you press Ctrl plus letter I, that will italize your text. So these are shortcuts. Ctrl plus B, what does it do? Ctrl plus U, what does it do? Ctrl plus I, what does it do? Ctrl plus B will make your text appear bold. Ctrl plus U will underline your text. After you must have selected your text before you apply all of this. So Ctrl plus I will italize your text. Okay, so with that, I welcome you all to the end of today's class. Until I come your way again, keep staying at home and keep staying safe. Bye for now. All right.